This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
And welcome to Inside the Jaguar Nation. He is, of course, this is Morgan Beard. I'm Brian Holland, where we found out this week, winning ain't easy, but it sure is fun. 5 straight now for the Southern Jaguars. How about that? This one, though, came down to the wire just a little bit.
Yeah, I think maybe they said they're doing it on purpose. They like to keep the fans
making
entertained.
us nervous, though.
Yeah, the final home game at Ace Mumford Stadium. Why not make it an exciting one, not only for us, but the fans? You know, they were packing in tight over there. So let's get right to those highlights. Final home game, so you know what that means. It's senior day. That senior quarterback. Up and down injury-wise, but he's been making the season count. And Danny Johnson, of course, with his family. Prairie View, though, looking to spoil this senior day against the Southern Jaguars. But you see them there on the prowl, Brian. They're ready to come out on fire. Now, the Jaguars, they would get the ball off a fumble recovery. And here's some senior-to-senior action. Quarterback Austin Howard finds tight end Dylan Beard for the 31-yard touchdown. And that's a special touchdown because Austin Howard, now the all-time leader in passing touchdowns for Southern University in his career. Jags up 7-0, but the Panthers come right back, and quarterback Nico Hollins finds Darius Floyd for the 17-yard touchdown. But look at that catch, the one-handed snag as the Jags put more on the board there. That was Jeremias Houston. But, hey, Jaguars take a 17-14 lead, Brian.
Yeah, right there you see Herb Edwards getting into the end zone. He's going to do it again. This time, a receiving touchdown, reaching out. And I'm glad there's no instant replay. That might have been called a fumble.
We're counting,
the hands are in the air, though, so it's a touchdown, and we're moving along. The Panthers come right back, making it a ball game, 37-31. And you know what this means. The Southern Jaguar defense almost icing it right there with the Danny Johnson interception. But they do it right here with the sack, and that'll wrap it up. Final of this one, 37-31, Southern wins.
All right, I'm here with Coach Odoms after a big win. This game was back and forth, probably one of the closest battles you guys faced. Just explain your team having that resiliency to pull this big win out.
I mean, Willie, they do a good job getting this team ready. And we knew it was going to be a tough fight. We always battle those guys down to the end, but this senior class, they special. And I told people, when 7 get healthy, we got a chance to be special. He's as good as they come. And right now, he's healthy. So down the stretch, we got just as good a chance as anybody.
Speaking of number 7, Austin Howard, you know, he becomes the all-time TD passing TD holder. He passed Drake Joseph. Just to see that to happen on senior day, you know, how big is that for him, his family, and then you as a coach that watched him blossom over the years?
Well, I coach both of them. So, you know, we do a good job at recruiting. It may not look like some teams, but I'm big on character. And you can't judge the character of these young men. And this senior class, from freshman to now, our philosophy always chase A's, B's, C's, championships, and degrees. Chop wood, carry water. When you do that, as long as time in the game, we got a chance to win.
All right, Coach, I want to stick with another senior. Aaron Tiller made that big defensive play. You're a defensive-minded coach. Just explain your team's mindset going in that final drive where they needed a big stop.
Seniors, we've been riding their coattails. Aaron Tiller is a special football player, and I mean, when the game's on the line, our good guys got to outplay their good guys, and they got to show up. And it's a competitive group, and they showed up today.
All right, lastly, Coach, it was senior day. You got a chance to watch these seniors go out at the beginning of the game. Just explain, you know, as a coach, to see these guys go from boys to men, and to get to celebrate that today, what that meant to you.
Well, it's a great honor to be their coach. I mean, as a father, when your son go to school and he get to the finish line and he get his degree, football is secondary. And what I try to talk to these guys about is football second, life come first. And we try to prepare these guys and get them ready for life.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Hey, Aaron Lee there, Aaron Lee here. Now, a little TV magic as we bring in our Jaguar insider. And Aaron, obviously you were there at the game, going down to the last second. A wild one. What was the experience like out there for you?
First off, it was a beautiful senior day. It was beautiful people out there creating beautiful memories. I enjoyed meeting and speaking with the families of the
beautiful
players,
families,
which you guys will see later. But now let's talk some football. All season long, guys, we know this defense has struggled, and it was no different today.
Yeah, Prairie View A&M. I mean, look, they're good on offense, but what did you see from the Jaguar side of things on the defensive side of the ball?
Look, the Jaguars defense gave up 200 rushing yards and 248 passing yards. However, the theme was timely stops. That's what saved them. They had a fumble recovery early and three and outs, but the Panthers seemed to score when they wanted to, except when they needed the most at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I was wearing him down all night, and you know what I'm saying. I was going inside on him all night, so when he tried to jump my inside spin move, and I just stayed on the outside, and I just stayed the course. You know what I'm saying. I didn't let it get frustrating that I wasn't getting home. I just kept going, and you know what I'm saying. You're gonna make plays, and I was looking to end the game. You know what I'm saying. When I seen Julio drop the pick, and Danny had to break up, I was like, okay, now it's your turn to step up. And I told him I'm gonna step up when they need me, and they needed me, and I stepped up.
Oh, he's right, stepped up indeed. Now, Aaron, I keep the Jaguars, besides that defense in this 5-game winning streak, has been that run game. What happened yesterday? Why the slow start?
Morgan, the Panthers were ready for the Jaguars running backs. They knew Herb Edwards has been hot with 4 straight 100-yard rushing games. They sent extra bodies. They kept him from getting from his spots early. However, he did break a couple big runs in the second half, but it wasn't a pretty day.
They was bringing everybody. I feel like they kept playing with that one down safety. They kept playing cover zero, which means they had no safeties on the roof. You know, and they were just overloading to the side we was running the ball to every play. And they had somebody that we couldn't block. They brought more than we can block almost every play. But we stayed consistent with it. You know, we kept tipping at it, and we kept tipping at it. So, you know, you can't hold our run game down for too long. I mean, I ain't gonna never say I fumbled. You know, I was on the ground, but in case I did fumble, defense had my back. You know what I'm saying? That's what we practice for, just in case, you know, it's a game. Anything can happen, good or bad. You gotta play the next play. You know, I was a little down, but defense ensured me that they had my back, and we came out with the victory still.
Translation, a win is a win is a win. And also beautiful, the huge jukebox leading us out to break, of course, right here on Inside the Jaguar Nation. Coming up, by the way, our one-on-one with the player of the game, and yes, of course, the MVP. Our Aaron Lee also out there. And later in the show, we'll take you a little behind the scenes and on to campus. Baseball season right around the corner. Special report on that coming up right here on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
You're watching Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm, with Brian Holland, Morgan Beard, Ashley Lyotis, and Aaron Lee.
And welcome back to another winning weekend inside the Jaguar Nation. Brian Holland alongside Morgan Beard. Morgan, maybe a little history made out there on the bluff on Saturday.
That is right. Our performer of the week, no surprise here, the senior quarterback Austin Howard. He gets the nod because of that history being made the all-time Southern leader in passing touchdowns after 4 thrown yesterday. 2 of those caught by Dylan Beard, who of course talked to Aaron Lee following the big win.
Here with the player of the game today. We're doing a little different. We got 2 player of the games. We got Austin Howard, who's now the all-time passing TD leader for Southern. And then we got the guy who caught the touchdown, who broke the record, who's had 2 touchdowns on the day. Austin, first, just tell me how it feels to break this record on senior day and get the W.
Oh, man, all glory be to God, man. I can't express that enough, bro. It really wasn't me out there. You know, my team had my back, my coaches had my back, and I just give all credit to my O-line, my coaches, and all glory be to God.
What would you say in these last 2 weeks, you know, you finding these guys, whether it's Dylan, you know, whether it's Jamar, how have you been able to find these guys consistently?
I mean, we practice the plays, you know, in practice, so I know where they're going to be at. I know my reads, I know my progression. And, you know, whatever's open, whoever's open, that's who's getting the ball. You know, I don't have no favorites. You know, in the favorite game, you know, get you in a lot of trouble. So, you know, I just go through my read, and whichever open, that's who open, that's who getting it.
All right, just last question. Just describe the emotion of the day, this being your last game here at A.W. Mumford Stadium. You had your family here, and you guys, like I said, put out the W. You know, how does that feel to go out with a win and stay undefeated on that turf?
Oh, man, like I said, man, all glory be to God, man. I mean, I can't say nothing else. All glory be to God.
All right, Dylan, let's move on to you. This is your first time on Inside the Jaguar Nation, being player of the game. So, just the success you've had in the last 2 weeks, you know, is there anything you're doing differently, you know, or, you know, what do you attribute that to?
You know, I just want to say thank God. I stayed the course. You know, some of my teammates told me to keep my head high and keep doing what I'm doing. And also, man, I just want to, you know, give a shout out to Dr. Fountain, rest in peace, her. Like, I dedicated my cleats that I've been wearing these past 2 games to her. You know, and she's just been guiding me. Her and Lord just been guiding me, man.
All right, you caught the, touchdown that broke the record for Austin. So you'll always go down in the history books as well, as a player, tight end, just tell me how's that feel?
That's a blessing, man. And the crazy thing is, we were talking about it all week, about how we was going to do it, and hey, it came true.
Hey, good stuff from Aaron Lee there, and good stuff from the Human Jukebox as they take us to break. And hey, coming back up when we return from that break, we're meeting the parents. Aaron speaks to some of the seniors' families on Senior Day.
Yeah, I love that, especially on Senior Day. And, of course, a busy time out there on the block. We'll talk about what you need to know in and around campus, the calendar of events. It's all coming up right here on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
And welcome back to Inside the Jaguar Nation with you here every Sunday. He's Morgan Beard. I'm Brian Holland. We just talked to our Southern insider, Aaron Lee, and we're going to involve the other member of our team as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Football season is coming to an end, unfortunately, but times are good right now. And you speak about the other member of our team, Ashley Lyotis. Well, she's going to let us know what's going on around Southern's campus and even a recap of that big parade they had going on there yesterday.
A lot happening on the Bluff this week. Let's take a look at what went down. Before the Jags took on Prairie View yesterday, Southern held its homecoming parade. They had the band, all the floats, and of course some candy for those kiddos. Who doesn't like candy coming off of a fire truck? A lot of fun before that Southern game yesterday. The Southern volleyball team still competing in the SWAC Roundup this week. Sunday, they lost to Texas Southern. But on Thursday, the Jags won against Arkansas Pine Bluff in 5 games. We'll, of course, have more scores and highlights next week on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
Yeah, thanks, Ashley. Well, as we mentioned it was the last home game of the season at A.W. Mumford Stadium for Southern. And now, once again, we bring in Aaron Lee, this time taking the time to speak to the senior players' families who have supported their players over the last 4 years.
All right, I'm here with Aaron Taylor's father. Number 94, Southern Jaguars linebacker, defensive end. He's all over the field. So today has been his last game here at A.W. Mumford Stadium. What do you, just give him a message, a word of advice, motivation. What do you want to say to him on this last game here?
The only thing greater than you is God. That's what we say. That's his motto. One of the things about him is he comes to work every day.
I want to say that I'm very proud of him for the 4 years that he's been at Southern University. All the adversity that he has faced, he has conquered. Football is his game, and he loves it.
You being mama, I know you see him on the field. I know you see him taking big hits. Over the years, how did you stay sane and him out there on the field playing football?
Prayers. I say,
We got Dylan Beard to join us. And I'm here with Danny Johnson's family, the man who does it all on the field. This is the people off the field that helped him. So this is mother right here. Just explain seeing your son grow over the years, getting to experience what he has done here at A.W. Mumford Stadium. As a parent, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. Danny's a great kid, and I didn't think Danny just does well for whatever he's doing. And it's exciting to come out here and watch him play.
All right, I'm here with Austin Howard, senior quarterback's family. And I just want to ask, as mother, seeing your son, the leader of the team, the captain of the team, grow as a man all these years at Southern, what does that mean to you as a parent?
Oh, wow. As all parents, very proud of Austin. I knew his goals early on, and he just amazed me how he met each and every one that, that he wanted to. I'm proud of my son, very proud of him.
Your son is tied for all-time passing TDs. He's one away from being all-time, so let's hope he gets that today. If he breaks that record today, what would that mean to you? How proud as a father would you be?
I would be very, very, very proud.
Just explain, as a parent, your whole experience with that.
just doing it for so long. He's been doing it since he was 4. So I'm pretty experienced, but trust me, the nerves and the heartbeats when I see him run on the field and somebody getting ready to hit him, it doesn't change. It's still a natural nervousness about him getting hit, like you said. So, but I've been doing it for a long time, so I'm pretty much prepared.
Really cool perspective right there. And of course, we bring you more Human Jukebox right here on Inside the Jaguar Nation. You know what I'm disappointed in?
What, Brian?
I don't have a shirt like that. I've got my suit on. My mom's wearing it.
Oh, we need to get that fixed.
Come
up
on,
for
Mom
you.
Holland. Step your game
We'll get
up.
some Hollands and some Mama Franklin over here for me.
Coming up after the break, we'll go big picture, look at the rest of the SWAC in this week's standings, see how, Grambling, see how they did. Plus, coming up, we take you to the baseball time and our very own Perry White, Garrett Edgerton, taking you behind the scenes, saying, hanging out with a new baseball coach. Haven't said that in almost 4 decades. We'll talk about that coming up next here on Inside Jaguar Nation.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
That's right. Welcome back. Times are changing. No more Roger Cador on that third base line for the Southern baseball team.
For a look behind the scenes there at that program, we turn it over to Perry White and Garrett Edgerton.
You know, it's been good. It's been a privilege to be in this position, to follow up someone who laid such a good foundation, and knowing that there's a high level of tradition that has been here in the past.
Day one, from the message he gave to the whole team was a big impact. Honestly, the way he runs the practice, the tempo, and how he breaks things down, I enjoy.
I think what they're going to get is they're going to get somebody who's passionate about what I'm doing. They're going to get somebody who's dedicated to what I'm doing. I believe in being a servant leader. I believe in teaching our players about servant leadership. I want us to strive for perfection, and understanding that in striving for perfection, if we fall a little bit short, we'll reach excellence.
We wrap it up next on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
This is Inside the Jaguar Nation, presented by Russell Law Firm.
For Aaron Lee, Ashley Lyotis, Morgan Beard, I'm Brian Holland. Till next time here on Inside the Jaguar Nation.
The biggest scratch-off game of the season is here. It's Saints Game On from the Louisiana Lottery. Your chance to win up to $100,000. Scratch the back for an extra game. Enter the second chance drawing for the grand prize, a 2018 season ticket package. Play Saints Game On from the Louisiana Lottery for your chance to make this your winning season.